All right, guys, so this is August 4th, 2024. I put in these potato seeds, and this is the first year that I actually bought potato seeds, early in the very first week of June. So they've been in here just over 60 days tops, and they're all dying back. I see all kinds of potatoes at the surface, and I see stuff that the rodents are eating. So we're going to pull them up before they get eaten by the rodents. And it is super early. They really haven't had enough time to do anything, so my hopes aren't hopeful. Ha! Anyway, let's see what we got. I'm afraid that with all the rain, it's going to rot. And like, look at this one. That was a good sized red potato, and they've eaten the majority of it. So unless I was starving to death, that was kind of useless. And here's another one. So I guess I waited too long, or I need to move the cat out here into the garden fence area to keep the critters away. And this is just ridiculous. I mean, I understand, they're hungry too, but for Pete's sake. And this is in the horse manure compost. Yeah, look at this one. They've eaten the majority of that one. That really makes me unhappy. And the onions are in the same boat. They are all but dead, on the surface anyway. So that's a nice potato. And I can't believe that they grew this much in such a short period of time. And the ones that do have teeth marks on them, it's okay. They'll scar over, and I'm going to keep these. It's actually a big rock that I apparently missed. I'm really surprised. I mean, it's been a really hot summer so far, but I'm really surprised with the quantity of growth. Potatoes, tubers, whatever you'd like to call them, is in this small area. And again, it's a mix of the horse compost and some topsoil, and it must have been just the right consistency. Probably never happen again, but they all really look good, the ones that are intact anyway. These all look pretty good. And again, these are so early. Normally I don't harvest these for another month or so, 100 days approximately. So like I said, they were all basically starting to lay back and die. So I thought before they rot, or before the critters continue to eat them, I would get them. And I'm glad I did. And you can see this dirt is really fluffy. And you probably don't see the worms, but there's a lot of worms in here. And I don't want to call them new potatoes, but yeah, there's something else going on here. And both of these. Boy, I've already said it. I won't repeat myself. Butter and parsley. That'll be what the little guys get. Ooh, there's a real nice one that they missed. And there's another nice one that they didn't miss. You probably can't see them, but I've got worms everywhere in here. Because when I built these raised beds, I did not put a bottom in them. So they're very much on the ground. And another one that's not salvageable. Alright, so we're about halfway done. And so far we've actually gotten quite a bit. I'm happy that I did get what I got. And if this was it, I'd still be happy. But there's a lot here. And I mean, I got the seeds on sale. They were dirt cheap. No pun intended. Alright, so let's pick apart the other side. This one I'm going to stick back in because it's got a bunch of pretty good looking bulbs on the bottom, so if it decides to pick back up, I may get 3 or 4 more potatoes. You really have to be diligent because these guys hide. Yeah, like that one. Look at that. Almost missed it. I honestly didn't think they'd be this deep. So that's a surprise. And again, a beautiful new potato kind of size. Butter and parsley. And look at the size of that worm, if you can see him. This place is inundated with earthworms. And I'm glad. Alright, so we've got the first half cleaned up. So let's get to the second half. And again, horse manure compost mixed with some topsoil, local, right here on the property actually. And I'm impressed in the amount of time that they grew what they grew. So yeah, these are actually looking very good. Yeah, look at this. I'll bet you so far there's 10, 15 pounds of potatoes here. And there's another earthworm that's just, look how big they are. They just love this spot. This whole garden, they're just very prosperous. And these little potatoes, like I said, they'll be parsley and butter. So guys, this is it. The basket is full. I just threw them on the bathroom scale, 38.2 pounds. So for whatever it cost me, it was cheap. For the seeds, it definitely paid off. And I would have had a lot more if it wasn't for the critters devouring them. But this is good to go. Alright guys, today is August 3rd actually, 2024. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and we'll talk soon. Take care.